Hi, and welcome to Girl Talk. We have quite a show for you today. Interesting first segment today. Anna Ruby just popped on set. Anna Ruby, nice to see you.
Hi.
Heather Olson's here.
Hi.
And I'm going to save what she does for a second.
Okay.
And Debbie Court is here from WHHI.
In for Aunt Lori.
In for Aunt Lori. Lots and lots to talk. Yes, in for Aunt Lori. Lots and lots to talk about today. Guess what she does? In a million years, you'll never guess. So I'm going to tell you.
Good thing I don't read my script.
we were going to bust her out on that.
Not read their email with the show outline.
I can ad-lib.
She does private introductions.
What?
Private introductions.
Private introductions.
Tell her what you do, because this is so, I couldn't wait. This is the best.
Oh my gosh.
We are a private introduction service. We work with individuals that are looking to find their soulmate.
Oh, a dating service.
Actually, it's not a dating service.
It's an introduction.
It's an introduction service, right?
Huge difference.
Huge difference.
Go ahead.
Okay, tell us the difference.
There's several differences, but primarily the biggest difference is a dating services for people who are looking for serial dating, who are just, getting their feet wet, a social life. We're working with individuals who are ready for that one person, that one soulmate.
Yes, I got her card. Are you trying to marry her? I just think it's interesting.
Dr. Debbie's at work.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting. I do.
Well, when you were 3 and you saw your first kiss, or when you were 12 and you had your first kiss, or 16, and ever since then, what have you wanted? That one person. Mm-hmm. And we've done it, throughout our lives. We've either found what we thought would be, or some people are lucky enough. We've had some widowed clients that were married 40, 50 years to their soulmate, and now they're ready to finish the last chapter of their life and have that still.
But what Anna said makes sense, and I think we all three ask the same question, is it a dating service, and how's it different?
Yeah. Well, it's different because we work with individuals privately. We do a private consultation. There's background checks, vetting, everything from emotional stability to financial stability to making sure they really are who they say they are.
Yeah.
Plus, we do psychological and personality and behavioral analysis and profiling so that we're matching you with somebody very much like you, as opposed to somebody who you would naturally attract who'd be your opposite and you end up fighting with.
So do you end up...
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm in.
First of all, where do you get your database? And are you local? What is your geographical region that you're covering?
Great question. We have offices, private offices, from Myrtle Beach all the way down into Florida. Each of the offices primarily work with people in that location, though some of our clients have a home down in Florida, have a home in Myrtle Beach, or work along the coast.
She lives in Jacksonville.
I live in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Then how did we find you?
Yeah, I guess.
We have a Savannah office as well. We have many clients in Beaufort, Hilton Head, Savannah, Sun City, Bluffton.
It's kind of like, though, it's more personalized because you're actually able to go into an office. But it sounds like eHarmony, what they
online dating services will certainly market to wanting you to find your match, but you start over every time you meet somebody. I don't know if you've had any experience with online dating. A lot of people have, but frankly, what it's turned into over the course of many years now is the bar scene without the booze.
Okay, here's the thing. Korn Ferry is like a really high-end, right?
What is it?
It's a headhunting firm.
Okay.
Okay, and they match companies to professionals. So in essence, that's more or less what you all are doing, for lack of a better word, is...
It's exactly what we do.
They're more headhunters.
So Anna Ruby connects with you all. You get her profile. You sit down with her. You take all of her information. You get to know her.
Right.
And then do you go through the people that you have on your database and you say, based on what you're thinking, let's pull Harry, Joe, and...
Mike.
Congratulations.
Mike. It's cute.
In a sense, that's one aspect of it. There's a private interview that can take up to 2 hours and sometimes even longer. We're doing the personality test.
What
that
do you
gives us a starting
What
point.
personality test do you guys do?
Well, they're created by our organization.
Okay.
There's several involved that get us to a criteria that gets us really to a starting point. You have to match on your test scores, but there's also a significant amount of write-up from the counselor that does your interview, because there's so much more to what it feels like to be with you, what it feels like to get to know you, what it would be like to be with you. And then the matchmaking team takes that information. Yeah, there's a team of matchmakers that takes that information and starts the process and comparing scores and comparing profiles. The accuracy of the profile is great because you didn't write it, we did, therefore we know it's right. It's not fiction.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's true. Okay.
And then they begin. But frankly, if it's not a numbers game, he may not be one of our members, or maybe he already is one of our members, but he's currently dating someone else. Our job is to go look for him. We are marketing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It's so interesting because it's such a science as opposed to what you normally would think of how you're going to meet the person that you're. It's just so interesting that there are so many different components, I guess, that go into making a successful relationship if you really take it apart and look at it. But so different than what you assume will happen.
Exactly. So rolling down the pictures.
Or meeting in the grocery store.
Right. And oh gosh, yeah, that can be very frightening because who isn't onto that program? You know, do you think my melons are ripe? Yeah. Who hasn't heard that one?
So then, and I know we're quick. I'll be quick. I know he's giving us the signal, but
That was great.
the single. When you have those matches or those potential matches, then you give them to Anna for her to contact, or do you?
Each of the
kind
individuals will get a first name and phone number. They'll contact one another. We encourage both parties to be proactive. But we're busy professional people. Somebody could be out of town for a couple of weeks, but they're both receiving an email with the basics information, a blurb about them, and a phone number for contact.
I tried to find caveats for you. I was like asking her all the hard questions off camera, but it actually sounds like kind of an interesting.
I like the personal touch to it.
I like the personal touch.
It's like Patty Sanger, only locally. And you're probably a lot nicer.
Exactly. Oh my God.
She's scary.
Get out of my office.
Don't be
Or go get her teeth fixed.
Get your teeth fixed. No, there's. So go ahead. Oh, there's a little bit of image counseling if they need it. There's
Image counseling.
if somebody's having trouble,
Take
we
a
have
shower,
coaches.
for God's sake.
You might want to look at this area of what you're doing. Leave your teeth in at the table.
I like that.
All good things.
And with that, we're going to talk about more image counseling in just a moment. Stay with us. We'll be back on Girl Talk.
Sponsored by and filmed on location at J. Banks Design, the fresh and innovative retail destination. And by The Greenery, an employee-owned company with a growing tradition since 1973. And by Stoneworks, for tile, for backsplashes, for granite. And by Custom Audio Video, your technology specialist enhancing your home or business with the latest in audio and video electronics.